Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we try to make sense of the confusing world of corporate filings with a smirky look at the fine print. Today we're digging into some pretty big leadership shakeups and bylaw tweaks at PG&E Corporation and its subsidiary Pacific Gas and Electric Company. So what exactly is going on here? PG&E Corporation and Pacific Gas and Electric Company, or PCG as it is commonly known, have filed an 8K report. Think of an 8K as a company's way of telling the public about major events that shareholders would find important. In this case, the big news is a changing of the guard in their leadership set to take effect in the new year. We're also seeing some adjustments to the company's internal rules called bylaws. These are the rules that govern how the company operates internally. Let's break down what these changes mean for the future of these energy giants. At the heart of this filing are leadership transitions. Sumait Singh, who has been in charge of operations and acting as Chief Operating Officer for the utility, which is Pacific Gas and Electric Company, will step into the role of Chief Executive Officer of Pacific Gas and Electric Company starting the 1st of January 2026. He'll also take on a new title as Executive Vice President of Energy Delivery. This is a significant promotion, especially for a company that plays such a critical role in powering California. Then there is Marlene Santos, currently Executive Vice President and Chief Customer and Enterprise Solutions Officer. She's moving to become Executive Vice President of the Enterprise Transformation Office for both PG&E Corporation and the utility. This suggests a focus on modernizing and reshaping how the company operates and interacts with its customers and internal systems. Jason Glickman, another Executive Vice President specifically overseeing engineering, planning, and strategy, will also see his responsibilities expand. He'll become Executive Vice President of Strategy and Growth for both of the PG&E entities. This signals a clear emphasis on future planning and expansion. And in another key move, Carla Peterman, who is currently the Executive Vice President of Corporate Affairs and Chief Sustainability Officer for PG&E Corporation, will become President of PG&E Corporation and Executive Vice President of Customer and Corporate Affairs. This is also a notable step up, highlighting her importance in shaping the company's public image and customer relations. While this report doesn't dive deep into specific financial tables that show day-to-day performance, it does list the different classes of stock the companies have. This gives us a peek at how their capital structure is organized, with various preferred stock options carrying different dividend rates and redemption features. For example, we see mention of their first preferred stock with par value of $25. Per share with different interest rates like 6%, 5.5%, 0%, and 5%. These preferred stocks are essentially long-term debt instruments for the company, and the rates indicate the cost of borrowing that capital for these specific classes. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, requires companies to disclose these details so investors understand the different types of ownership and financial obligations. While we don't have the detailed financial tables in this particular filing for this video, the core of this 8K is about leadership and governance. The company has also updated its bylaws. The board of directors of the utility adopted amended and restated bylaws. What does this mean in plain English? Put simply, they've clarified their internal operating rules. One key change is making it clear that the utility can have a president or chief executive officer and removing some of the more complex language about how authority might be distributed among executive vice presidents in the past. These are often described as ministerial or clarifying, meaning they're cleaning up the language without fundamentally changing the business structure. But they can sometimes be a lead up to other strategic shifts. Beyond the leadership changes we've already discussed, the board of directors of PG&E Corporation has elected Carla Peterman to a new role. As of the 1st of January 2026, she will be President of PG&E Corporation and Executive Vice President of Customer and Corporate Affairs for PG&E Corporation. She is currently the Executive Vice President of Corporate Affairs and Chief Sustainability Officer. So this is a step up in her responsibilities, especially in leading customer-facing initiatives and corporate matters. Finally, the report lists its exhibits. The most important one here for understanding the governance changes is Exhibit 3.1, which is the amended and restated bylaws of Pacific Gas and Electric Company, updated as of the 11th of December 2025. Now looking at these changes more broadly, PG Corporation and Pacific Gas and Electric Company are clearly signaling a shift in leadership focus. The appointments of Sumait Singh, Marlene Santos, and Jason Glickman suggest a commitment to operational efficiency, strategic growth, and transforming their business for the future. Carla Peterman's promotion to President of PG&E Corporation indicates a stronger emphasis on customer relations and corporate strategy. The updated bylaws, while seemingly minor, can reflect an effort to streamline decision Making and clarify executive authority for a company as large and vital as PG&E, these leadership changes are significant. They often precede or accompany major strategic initiatives, changes in operational focus, or responses to evolving market conditions and regulatory landscapes in California's energy sector. A notable risk for a company like PG&E is the ever-changing regulatory environment in California, which can significantly impact their operations and profitability. Furthermore, managing vast infrastructure and responding to climate-related risks like wildfires are constant challenges. However, the shift towards transformation and growth in these new leadership roles suggests they are aiming to proactively address these challenges and position themselves for the future. It appears PG&E is consolidating its leadership and positioning new executives to guide its path forward, with a clear focus on operational effectiveness and strategic expansion. The success of these new leaders will depend on their ability to navigate complex regulatory hurdles, deliver reliable energy, and adapt to the evolving demands of their customers and the broader energy market. Alright, that is our breakdown of PG&E Corporation and Pacific Gas and Electric Company's latest filing. What is your take on these leadership changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description below for more discussions. Thanks for watching, see you next time.